Hi there, and thanks for joining me for a video episode of Healthytarian Living. On today's episode, I will be sharing with you how to make one of my favorite summer treats, this being peanut butter banana ice cream, or more correctly termed nice cream, because it is completely dairy-free, vegan, and a whole plant food treat. Not only is this a delicious, satisfying, and rich, creamy experience of a treat, but it is also such an easy, quick, and healthy way to have an ice cream experience. And so as long as you have fresh or frozen bananas on hand and some organic peanut butter, you are good to go. And if you want to get a little fancy and add some chocolate to it, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. As you can see, with such simple ingredients, all you're really eating is some fruit and a nut, or more specifically, a legume, as peanuts are. And in this way, you are getting your healthy carbohydrates, your healthy fats, your healthy protein, as well as a bunch of different vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, while again having a great, satisfying, and delicious flavor experience. So normally when you would be making these type of nice creams, you would need or most benefit from a Vitamix. But the best part about this particular combination of ingredients is that you don't even need that. So if you don't have a high-powered commercial grade blender like the Vitamix, which is specifically designed to create frozen treats and all kinds of nice cream out of ingredients as simple as frozen fruits, no problem, because as part of this video, I will be sharing with you two ways that you can make this. One, which gives you instantaneous ice cream experience, and that's if you have a Vitamix. And the second is if you don't have that, with just the most simple tools, namely a bowl and a fork. Let's proceed then with a demo of how to make this treat. So if you do have a Vitamix and are going to be using that, then you want to start with frozen banana. In terms of quantities, you are looking at least one, but on average, if you want a really good quantity, 2 frozen bananas or their equivalents. The way I freeze my bananas is I just buy a lot of ripe bananas and then cut them up into cylinders that are about this thick or so. And this freezes really well for me. Then I just kind of wedge them out with a fork and place them into the blender. Now, just to give you a gauge, about 12 pieces of such frozen banana cylinders will make up one banana. But at this point, and even as you'll find quickly yourself, you don't even need to measure or count anything. You just kind of gauge how much you'd like to eat and put that into your blender. With regards to your peanut butter, you're going for about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter per serving. And your peanut butter scoop can be, on the small side, it can be on the larger side, just like your bananas. They can be smaller, they can be bigger. You can't get it wrong. You're either just going to have it richer, creamier, more peanut butter flavored, or just slightly less so. And so go ahead, place these 2 ingredients into your blender. Once you've got your ingredients in your Vitamix, make sure that you have your temper available and turn the Vitamix on and onto full power. Begin to mix your ingredients with the temper while the Vitamix is on high power so that everything gets blended and mixed around thoroughly. The Vitamix really lets you know easily when your product is all finished. Using the help of a spatula, scoop out all of your ice cream contents into the appropriate bowls, and you are ready to enjoy. And so here is our final product. And as you can see, it has a wonderful consistency, beautiful creamy texture, and of course, so delicious. But you'll have to try it yourself to know what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't have a Vitamix blender, as I shared, no problem. You will just need to start with fresh bananas instead of frozen ones. And so grab 1 to 2 bananas per serving and about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Start by peeling your bananas. Next, cut your bananas into some kind of a bowl or dish that has enough of a bottom horizontal space for you to mash comfortably. Next, with a fork, start to mash those bananas. Mash them down so that they feel pretty much uniform in consistency. Then add in your peanut butter and mash or stir around thoroughly until both of the ingredients are well mixed together. At this point, simply place your dish or bowl into the freezer and give it about 2 to 4 hours to set. The time will simply depend on the temperature setting of your freezer and how firm or soft you would like your ice cream to be. If you overfreeze, you might just need to give it a few minutes of time to thaw out, just enough so that you can start to enjoy it comfortably. And so, as I shared with you, this is why this is one of my favorite ice cream treats, because it's so easy and so versatile. When I'm at home and have access to my Vitamix, then I make it instantly. But when I'm traveling away and don't have a Vitamix, I know I can still depend on this ice cream to make such a wonderful and satisfying ice cream experience. Now, if you do have peanut allergies, you can experiment with a different nut butter, such as almond butter. It will obviously have a different flavor, but it will be delicious in its own way. If you have a nut allergy altogether, then I would recommend going to a seed butter like sunflower seed butter. And again, it will have a very different flavor experience, but see if it works for you or experiment with yet another butter of your choice. Finally, if you want that chocolatey experience, all you need to have is some raw cacao powder or some raw cacao paste, basically some kind of a pure cacao product that you can easily stir into this mix. And so whether you are using your Vitamix or if you're doing this just with the fork in the bowl, you can easily get a chocolate experience as well. And so I hope you enjoyed this recipe, this treat, and share it around also with others, because most people really don't realize how easy it can be to have really the best type of ice cream experience that is rich and creamy and so delicious, so satisfying. And it really all just depends on having some frozen fruit, namely those bananas. Enjoy your creations, and I will see you on another Healthytarian episode.